From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold, we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets. Yo, we are in the building. You know what it is. We are back, baby. What is this? I ain't supposed to be there. A little self-taught motivation. Let me get my lights together now. Get back on it. Let's go. We are here, baby. We are back at it. Let's go. The doctor's in the building. Alright, let me get my stuff. Let me fix my camera and all that stuff. We about to get to the show. Talk about little things about the upcoming fight, man. We had the big undisputed. Ooh wee. That has no choice but to be a banger. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a great one. Smoochie in the building. What's good, Smoochie? Welcome back. Smoochie in the building. What it do, sis? Thank you for the welcome. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get the stuff set up, and then we gonna get it rocking, get it cracking. But I gotta, before we start off a show, we always gotta thank God. And thank the Most High for letting us see another day. So, gotta start it off right. So please bow your heads if you are so inclined, if you indulge in the faith. If you don't, it's all good. Take a moment of silence. But Lord Jesus, thank you for letting us see the brightness of this beautiful day, Lord. I know we all go through trials and tribulations. Sometimes we go through things that you protect us from that are unseen. And sometimes you give us the strength and the ability to overcome things that we take that we take for granted, and some things that we take on, head first. And you grant us the strength and the wisdom and the ability and the guidance to overcome these trials and tribulations. So thank you, Lord, for that. Thank you for letting us see another day, and then let's get back to the stream and get back to business as usual. Through Jesus' name, Lord, bless all those that are going through some pain, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, whatever pain they're going through. Please see them through Jesus' name. Amen. Let's get it popping, man. All right, so today, thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Let's get right to it. So today I want to talk about the fight coming up on this Saturday, which is the 18th. Yeah, the 18th, which involves Oleksandr Usyk, who's a cruiserweight undisputed champion. Moved up to heavyweight, accomplished some things, going against Tyson Fury, who is in my opinion, the best heavyweight of this current era, this current iterations of heavyweights, man. I think this is going to be a good one. I think, what's crazy though? I'll be honest. I'm interested to see what other people think about this too. But I honestly believe that this fight is going to, I think it may be one-sided. Whether it's one-sided in favor of Oleksandr Usyk, or is one-sided in favor of Tyson Fury, I think it's going to be one-sided, and I think it's going to be a pretty dominant win for either party. I personally believe that it's going to be Tyson Fury. Him being the bigger man, I know some people may disagree, but I do think that Tyson Fury is a more, let me see. He just has the body type and the build and, the makeup to be the better overall boxer. I don't know if he's more skilled, because I think that Usyk is more skilled from a technical standpoint, fundamentals, of course, being a former Olympian and all that. But I think Tyson Fury, he's more versatile in the ring as far as what he could do. And just a matter of his sheer size. He's a big guy, 6'9". He can throw combinations. He has good footwork. He has good ring generalship. He could put his body weight on you. Some things that Usyk just physically can't do. And I, like I said, I anticipate this fight to be a good one. I do think it's going to be one-sided. Whether it's for one-sided and for favor of Usyk or one-sided in favor of Tyson Fury, I think it's more competitive on paper than it actually will be in the ring. Similar to Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, that was more competitive on paper than it actually was in the ring. And I know a lot of people, wrongfully so, they will discredit Errol Spence because he lost. It's easy to say somebody who lost is in actual, in all. Wait, hold on, I'm trying to fix my camera. All right, there we go. Yeah, so it's easy to say someone lost is the loser, But I think Errol Spence is a great fighter still. And it's just that Terrence Crawford, stylistically matched up well against Errol Spence. I think that's what's going to happen with Tyson Fury and Usyk. I think they're stylistically on paper, they match up well. But I think somebody's style is going to be more dominant inside the ring. And me personally, I believe it's going to be Tyson Fury. But I can also see Usyk just outboxing Tyson Fury too, and heavily depends on what version of Tyson Fury we see. Are we going to see the Deontay Wilder versions of Tyson Fury, or we go see the Otto Wallen version of Tyson Fury? So we shall see. It's right around the corner. Neither one of those dudes could compete with Lennox Lewis. Hey, Adam in the building. So yeah, so I wanted to talk about. I've seen a lot of talk about. You see, I tried to change up the overlay. You see the Cash App there is a little bigger, and I made a little subtle differences. I even added a little animation for mostly for my mods, but primarily for Smoochie. When someone come in acted up, I could say, go ahead, kick him. Throw him out of there, Smoochie. Get him up out of there. But yeah, so and some more things coming soon. But I think that people have been talking about, kind of what Adam just hinted towards about them none of them can hang with Lennox Lewis. It's not even really about hanging with Lennox Lewis, which I agree with you. I might be a little biased, because Lennox Lewis is Lennox the Lion Lewis is my personal favorite heavyweight of all time. That don't mean he's the best. He's just my favorite. I think who the best is debatable, of course, but I definitely think he's one of them. I don't think a lot of people are saying that, the winner of the Usyk and Tyson Fury determines who's the best ever, a heavyweight. And I think that's a stretch and a reach. I think if Tyson Fury wins, I think Tyson Fury is already the best heavyweight right now. I feel like he's just playing with house money, and if he loses, well, I should say house money, because house money is like if you lose, nothing happens. Though if he loses, then of course Usyk will supplant him. But I think that right now he's the best, and I think it's his title to lose. Just as far as a heavyweight tenure, Usyk has accomplished cruiserweight undisputed at cruiserweight, which is dope. But I will say that ain't no but. That's awesome. Undisputed at any weight class is great. But but the stigma with cruiserweights is that they don't really have that much competition, or they're not really too known, and that's just a fortunate truth about it. People don't really pay attention to cruiserweights as much, but with the heavyweight division, everybody loves the heavyweight division. And I think with Tyson Fury, he beat Deontay Wilder, and they were both undefeated at the time when they fought. Both had a long reign, a long championship reign. I know a lot of people hinted. I talked about this before. I talk about this repeatedly too. That a lot of people disrespect Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, and say he was a fraud or he was a bum. It's like, bro, how can you go 10 plus years and be undefeated, and 5 or 6 of those years you were a champion? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you could say it was lucky, but I mean, what kind of luck is that? A decade plus streak of luck? Some people can't even have a lucky day. You can't even manage to have a lucky day. You try to tell me somebody got lucky for that many times. Now you might not. At a certain point, you can only fight who's in front of you. So I think whether you like it or not, Deontay Wilder's gonna be in the Hall of Fame, and I think that Tyson Fury, that was his best win. And I think that was a great win because they're both in their prime. They're both champions. They're both willing to fight each other, and they came together. They clashed, and Tyson Fury, they clashed 3 times, and Tyson Fury came on top. And I think that was a great win, for heavyweight supremacy. Usyk's best win, undoubtedly, especially in the heavyweight division. We just talked about his heavyweight tenure. It's Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua, that's another great win. But Anthony Joshua wasn't undefeated. And that doesn't mean everything. I'm not saying it's still not a good win, but the fact when you're undefeated and you're a champion and you clash with another undefeated champion, just the aura of that is just like, whether it's real or not, you have like an aura of invulnerability, right? Because you haven't been beaten. So with Anthony Joshua, they already, Andy Ruiz already shown that there was a chink in his armor. You know what I'm saying? That he already cracked the code, if you want to crack the chin, really. I'm talking about he really cracked the chin when he dropped the bombs on him. But he kind of, for lack of a better term, he exposed him, Andy Ruiz, and him being a mediocre fighter. So Anthony Joshua's loss to Usyk wasn't as impressive, for Usyk, because it's been done before. But Usyk did beat him twice. Now I give him a lot of credit for that. I still think I think Anthony Joshua is still the top heavyweight right now. I think he was definitely the top heavyweight then when Usyk beat him. So that was a great win. But I do think that Tyson Fury, especially when you talk about the heavyweights, considering that his whole career essentially was that heavyweight, I think Tyson Fury has a better heavyweight. He has a better resume, not just from opponents, but also from the accolades that he's accomplished as well. And you have Vladimir Klitschko that he beat as well. He was an older Klitschko. But still, even Joshua, he beat an even older Klitschko. He beat a 41-year-old Klitschko. So, what's good, Doc Wilder versus Tyson, pride for pride. Hey, that's what I'm telling you, Illuminati. What's good, Illuminati in the building? Easily, all Fury has to do is lay out Usyk gloves and throw. But that's what I'm telling you, bro. And I was talking about that too. Before you came in, Illuminati, I was saying that I think that this fight is going to be more like a Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. I'm not saying it's going to go down like that or it's going to be as devastating of a destruction, but I anticipate this fight to be closer on paper than it is actually in the ring. I think it's actually going to be more one-sided. Now, is it going to be one-sided for Usyk? I don't know. It's going to be one-sided for Tyson Fury? I don't know. It's yet to be seen, but I don't think it's going to be as competitive as we think it's going to be on paper. Bentley in the building was good. So before I get sidetracked, I was talking about people are saying that this will determine the best ever for heavyweight. Of course, you want to sell the fight. And I think a lot of it's to sell the fight. A lot of it's to get people talking. But there's just no way I could put Tyson Fury over Lennox Lewis, like what Adam said. And then let's think about his counterpart Usyk. The reason why I say Evander Holyfield is Usyk's counterpart, because Usyk and that's his role. He's playing Evander Holyfield, because Evander Holyfield spent a lot of his time, a large portion of his prize fighting career, pro fighting career at cruiserweight, and he became undisputed at cruiserweight. Who's also undisputed at cruiserweight? Oleksandr Usyk. And Usyk right now is chasing undisputed for heavyweight, and Evander Holyfield actually was undisputed at heavyweight as well. So they have a lot of similarities there. I don't think I thought about it for a while. I was like, man, if Usyk wins, could I put him over Evander? I don't think I can. Now if he goes on and he does some other things, like maybe he goes and beats Jay Opatai at cruiserweight, or he goes on and he beats. I'm not really interested in an Anthony Joshua trilogy. I think that's done. But let's say he goes and he beats Filip Hrgović, who a lot of people seem to be avoiding, and he beats like the winner of Edric Caballel and Frank Sanchez. Then it's like, hey man, Usyk's saying something. But right now, I think while he is a great, of course, undisputed at cruiserweight, you're already a great. And then if you get undisputed at two weight classes, cruiserweight then heavyweight, then that ups your ante and ups your stake and your claim as being great. As an all-time great, but I just can't put him over Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield fought a lot of people, man, including Lennox Lewis, including Mike Tyson, and so many other people. So I think that with the win for Tyson Fury, I don't think he supplants Lennox Lewis. I think with the win with Usyk, I don't think he supplants Lennox Lewis or Evander Holyfield either. But I will say this too: if Tyson Fury could win, and then he gets undisputed at heavyweight, and it'd be the first heavyweight since either way, we're gonna get the first undisputed heavyweight in 25 years, in a quarter century. But I don't think that. I think that if Tyson Fury does do that, and then he goes and beats Filip Hrgović, and then he fights Anthony Joshua and he beats him, then we could talk about, then we cooking up a little something, But as of right now, him beating Usyk, but it's not enough to make him, to put him up there with the great heavyweights. Like I said, I think he's the best of this generation, and I don't hold it against him like some people do. Oh, who has he fought? It's like, man, you can easily say that. Who has he fought? But unless somebody was without a doubt ducking somebody or ducking competition, then I kind of take that with a grain of salt. Who has he fought? At the end of the day, you can only fight who's in front of you. You can't go and dig up all-time great heavyweights from the grave and go and fight Joe Louis and Rocky Marciano and Jack Dempsey. He can't do that. He got to fight the heavyweights that are in front of him right now. The majority of the quote-unquote great heavyweights are out there occupied with being a lineman on the football field, American football, or they hooping, or they being a tight end. That's not his fault, You can only be who's in front of you. So it's like, but at the same time, too, with that said, I'm gonna consider that when I'm deciding and determining who is the absolute best, because that's when you get to the nitty gritty, the cream of the crop, and you gotta look for little things to distinguish between this person and that person, and then determine who is the best. So that's when you consider those things. But as far as Tyson Fury being a great, unless he goes in there and gets mollywopped, I think he's already a great. You know, I don't think you can take that from him. You know, same with Usyk. You know, or even if Usyk goes in there, and I feel like there's more to lose on Tyson Fury's side, being the bigger man. Because even if Usyk goes in there and he stinks up the joint, he's still seen as like the smaller guy coming up, which I think is kind of a little overrated. I don't think he's necessarily that small, you know, as people try to say. It's just that Tyson Fury is that big to where, you know, it makes you see like it kind of exaggerates how small Usyk is. Usyk is he knows he's not. It's not like he's smaller than Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Usyk's not smaller than Mike Tyson, so I feel like people exaggerate how small he is. He's not really that small. He's just not as big as a 6'9", 280-pound Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? I'm exaggerating with the weight a little bit, but yeah. So I just feel like sometimes people be stretching the truth and dragging it a bit, but he's definitely the smaller guy. He's definitely a smaller competitor in this outfit. You know, both girth, you know, from a width and a girth standpoint, and a height standpoint. He's a smaller guy. I like Fury winning this week. I got Fury as well, man. I got Fury winning. I still haven't put money on it yet, but I have Fury winning. But I like I said, I think it's going to be a fight that's going to be closer on paper. I think actually in the ring is going to be pretty one-sided, man. And I'm just anticipating it to be one-sided for Fury. I just think Fury moves too well. I think that he can use his range too well. And I think, like you said, someone said it. Who said it? You can just lean on him. Who said that? Illuminati. Yeah, you can just lean on him and do the same thing that he did. That's what he did to Deontay Wilder. And look how big Deontay Wilder is. Now, I will say this. That sounds good. I'll say this is where it's a little different. With Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury is able to lean on him. Number one, you know, they fight differently. Him, Wilder, and Usyk. Wilder could get wild and use his athleticism. Oleksandr Usyk depends more so on his fundamentals and his skills and his angles, right, that he shows you. But I will say this, though, more importantly, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, what, a 2-inch difference? I think Deontay Wilder 6'7", and Tyson Fury 6'9". So the reason why that's important is because, yes, they're closer in height. So you'd be like, okay, if he could lean on Deontay Wilder, he could definitely lean on Oleksandr Usyk. Not necessarily, because Deontay Wilder was a tall, long, lean, lanky 6'7". You know what I'm saying? Oleksandr Usyk is a sturdy guy. You know what I'm saying? Low center of gravity. You know what I'm saying? Closer to a center of mass. You know, and with that being said, this is a possibility. Tyson Fury tries to lean on him. You know, Oleksandr Usyk being more compact could just eat him up on the inside. I can see that happening too, and just wearing him down on the inside. But I think that's less likely to happen. I'm not sure how much, because I still think that he could get Usyk against the ropes because he's so much bigger and lean on him and tire him out too. But I think that Usyk is good enough to where he can show him angles and give him some nice body shots, you know. So we shall see, man. We shall see. I think it's gonna be interesting. At the very least, we're gonna get an undisputed heavyweight for the first time in 25 years, a quarter century. So that's fire. And yeah, I think it's. I'm gonna be honest too. You know, not only am I going for Fury, I like Fury more. Not saying I agree with the foolishness that this can't be doing it, you know, but I don't mind somebody. I'm kind of contrary to most, you know. I don't mind somebody that can back it up that's talking trash. I don't mind you talking trash. You can back it up. You know what I'm saying? I love Floyd, even though I think he got unnecessary hate. He backed it up all the time. You know, I didn't like Conor McGregor because Conor McGregor tried to talk like Floyd, but he didn't back it up all the time. Tyson Fury, you know, I do think he might have lost and got him. He got out by the skin of his teeth, but he talks a lot of trash, but he backs it up. He wins. You see what I'm saying? Adrian Broner, I like Adrian Broner, but I started to dislike him because he was talking more than he was winning. You know, and I don't like that. You got to earn that respect. So I don't mind Tyson Fury trash talk. I don't like, you know, with John Fury going headbutted that dude. Thought that was kind of childish, you know, and I didn't think that was called for. But yeah, I like Tyson Fury more. I think he's a better fighter. I think he's more versatile fighter in this outfit, and I think that he just has more tools at his disposal. He's taller, longer. I think he has a better ring generalship, but I do think that the fundamentals are on Usyk's side, but you can only do so much when you're a smaller guy. However, I can see him win. I can see him getting on the inside. I can see him tiring out Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury came in kind of skinny too, so that kind of made me wonder too. I'm like, man, I mean, not skinny, so you know, skinny not. He's not that skinny, but he lost a lot of weight. He's a little slim, you know, compared to what he usually comes in at, and His body look a little slender. I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing, but you know, hey, he's undefeated. He got his camp. So they probably see something that I'm not sure of. You know, maybe he wants to be more agile as possible. You know, he uses agility to his advantage, like he already has, in my opinion. But maybe he wants to do that even more so. But I was just thinking, that you don't want to take off the sting off some of your punches. You know, you don't want to take off your, you don't want to, for lack of a better term, you don't want to drain yourself or deplete yourself to the point where you lose some of that pop. And let's be honest too, some of his fat, the little soggy body that he had, you know, that absorbed a lot of punches too. You know, it took a lot of punches. It's kind of like, you know, you kind of use it for insulation. and not just keeping the heat this time. It's kind of keeping the heat off of, making the punches not stink as much by hitting them bones. So I think that cushion absorbed a lot, you know, kind of like the blubber on the walrus or something like that, you know, or like, you know, a hippo having 2-inch thick skin and stuff like that on their hide, so you can't really get through to it. I feel like that's what it was. I feel like it was a bunch of blubber that helped protect them a lot. So I don't know if you want to lose that against Usyk, but like I said, they might see something we don't know. He said, my Wolves got cooked. I know, supporter in the building was good. Man, the Wolves, they still have a chance, but man, it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. I'm going for the Wolves. I like Anthony Edwards a lot, but Denver's good too. You can't take away nothing for Jokic. That boy Jokic is a beast. But Anthony Edwards is I prefer for the Wolves to win for sure. Who you got, Frank or Caballero? Ooh, Frank Sanchez or Jake Caballero. That one I'm still undecided, man. That's a mean fight right there. I told people this already too. I was like, man, I think that's going to be the best fight of the card. You know, I think that's going to be the most competitive from a competitive standpoint. Of course, you know, Tyson Fury, Usyk, that's going to be great just because, you know, you have the magnitude of what's at stake, you know, undisputed, and then not to mention the big characters that they have, the charisma that Tyson Fury has, you know, the big personality that comes with it, you know, and the renown that each of them have. So that's going to be the biggest fight, of course, why it's the main event. But as far as from a competitive standpoint, I fully anticipate Frank Sanchez and Ajit Caballero to be the most competitive fight of the night. And I'm most interested in that, man. Who I'm leaning towards right now, I'm leaning towards Ajit Caballero, but I don't know, man. He said Al Heyman finesse Floyd. He said Al Heyman pin Floyd. I don't know what that has to do with anything we're talking about, Marcos, but as long as you know, then it's all good. Well, I don't know what that has to do with Usyk or Fury or Ajit Caballero or Frank Sanchez. But yeah, so I just think that, man, with those fights, the Ring of Fire, that there's a lot of good fights on that card. But like I said, I'm looking forward to Ajit Caballero and Frank Sanchez the most as far as from a competitive standpoint, and then we'll see how it goes, man. But I do also I will stress, I need to go ahead and put my bet down for Usyk and Fury. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm leaning towards Fury to be the Fury is a better. Is a smarter choice, but yeah, it's a close fight, man. It's a close fight as it should be, you know, because there's a lot of intangibles and stuff like that. But I do think that Fury has enough to get the job done, and I think he will get the job done. And I don't think he's gonna knock him out though. He could. I think he'll go win on points. But then again, I thought Lomachenko, man, I missed that fight because of tornadoes. I thought that Lomachenko was gonna win by points, and he stopped. What's my boy name? He ended up stopping George Kambosos. You know, a lot of people say that George Kambosos isn't good. I disagree with that. I think he's good. I don't think he's great, but I think he's good, man. And I thought that was I went back and watched some of the highlights because I couldn't find the full fight. I thought it was a good fight though, man. I thought he did what we thought he was gonna do. I just was impressed with Lomachenko, man. I did not think he was gonna stop him. I said, hey, yo, stopped him in the 11th, man. That was crazy. So I thought that was wild. Styles make fights. So Frank versus Caballero could be dull. It could be dull too. It could. I don't think so. You know, with Ajit Caballero, I don't really foresee. Got the kangaroos out there. I don't really foresee a heavyweight fight with Ajit Caballero being involved, being dull. I'm gonna be honest, man. Frank Sanchez, he could be kind of boring. You know, not really too exciting. But I just don't. Unless he's just popping Ajit Caballero. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's just popping Ajit Caballero with his jab and it's going to be enough to keep him off him, I don't really foresee a fight with Ajit Caballero being dull, man. Cause look what he did to Makhmudov, man. That was actually my only time seeing him. That was my first time seeing Ajit Caballero live. I saw him a couple of times. I was interested. I was like, man, let me look up some of this guy's other fights. And, you know, I thought it was... he has some good fights, but that was my first time seeing a full fight of his, and I don't think that like I said, I don't think this just because of his style. It's kind of like granted he's not as busy, he's a heavyweight, but he's like a pressure fighter, come forward fighter, and he's with that he's about that life. He kind of remind me like a pit bull kind of Esau Cruz, the way he comes at you, relentlessly. Like I said, I'm not. It's not to the extent of him because they're heavyweights, but I look forward to. I don't really think it's gonna be dull, man. I think Frank Sanchez is gonna have to fight, but we shall see. We shall see, supporter. Because you're right, it could be. I tell you, if it's dull, then I fully expect Cabello to lose. I think if it's dull, then I think he lost. Smoochie got the kangaroos in the chat. I've told you, Smoochie. It's bad for Australia right now. It's bad for Australia. Like I told you, every single championship fight they have lost. They've come up on the short end of the stick, on the losing end. They lost. Michael Zarafa lost to Erislandy Lara, got knocked out. Right, that was a championship fight. What's the dude's name that fought Oscar Valdez? Liam Wilson. He's Australian. He lost that fight. That was a championship fight. He lost. George Kambosos just lost to Lomachenko. Tim Tszyu lost to Sebastian Fedor. He's Australian. Aussie boxing is looking rough right now for the men's side. There was somebody else I'm missing. But Sky Nicholson did beat Sarah Mahfoud. She held it down for Australia. Hey, they better hug and cherish Sky Nicholson, because without her, Aussie would be on a mean streak. Lost. Tim versus Ortiz. Yeah, that's coming up, though. I'm talking about the ones that passed. We talking about the ones where they lost. Yeah, Matias versus Liam Paro, that's coming up. Once again, that's coming up. So, yeah, I think that's going to be... I actually have Liam Paro winning that one with an upset. But I'm talking about the ones that just happened, that transpired already. Oh, sorry, there was another one. Yeah, Maloney. Maloney just lost to, what's his name? Guerva? Was it Guerrera? No, it wasn't Guerrera. It was like Guerva. Andrew Maloney just lost. Jason Maloney just lost to Take. That's the 6 title fights. Aussies all lost. They have to win that, bro. They have to support it. It's looking bad, man. It's looking bad. Like I said, Sky Nicholson's holding it down. But I'm pulling for Liam Paro against Subra Matias. I'm not putting money on it because, like I said, I was going to put money on it because, he's an underdog. There's few things that I like more in boxing than betting on the underdog. I love betting on the underdog. But, hey, historically, by the time that fight comes around, man, they are over. Well, no, they're 1 for 7. You know what I'm saying? And the one win was on the women's side. Guevara, thank you, Guevara. Yeah, so he lost that. And I don't know why he was upset. I mean, I understand him being upset, but he lost that fight. Cause I went back and watched it. I was like, bro, you lost that. That wasn't. It was a good fight, but it was a good fight though. I don't think it was a robbery, but so it's rough right now. It's rough. But I think that Aussie boxing, man, they got a lot of soul searching, man. But I'm gonna be honest to you, supporter. I think Ortiz is gonna beat Tim Tszyu. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think Tim Tszyu has experience on his side because Virgil Ortiz is relatively unproven. He doesn't really have that many. He hasn't really been tried as far as opposition goes. He's been blowing through his opposition. Tim Tszyu has been more battle tested, but I think Virgil Ortiz is gonna win that. And I also think, like I said, I think the smart money's on Subra Matias to beat Liam Paro. We shall see. It is tough, man. It's tough to be an Aussie, Australian man in boxing right now, man, at the championship level. But I think Kambosos come back. A lot of people saying Kambosos should retire. I think he has some more fights that can be made, especially at 135. Do I think that he becomes a champion again? Probably not. But speaking of Kambosos, some people are questioning whether he's undisputed. What do y'all think? Y'all think he was ever undisputed? Because technically, him and Teofimo were never undisputed. But I think that they were undisputed. But according to the record books, it's not gonna have their names on there for being undisputed. How y'all feel about that? I think that's kind of crazy. But yeah, technically, I don't think George Kambosos was ever undisputed. And then Lomachenko, because he got that franchise tag or whatever it was with the belt. So technically, by the rule book, him or Teofimo, neither Kambosos or Teofimo was undisputed. And the reason why I asked that, because I was thinking about the undisputed, and I had this conversation with my guy Tech Dumb Dad. He said that he thinks that somebody said that they think George Kambosos was the worst undisputed in history. I was like, I don't know about, and he was like, and then Tech Dumb Dad said, yeah, he wasn't the best, but he thinks that Buster Douglas was the worst. I said, man, yeah, you might. I might go with take them down. I think as far as skill wise and who they are, no disrespect. You can't be undisputed by accident, in my opinion. If you're undisputed anything in boxing, you're good. But I do think that out of all the undisputed champions, I do think Buster Douglas, that for recent memory that I could think of, is probably the worst skill wise. They weren't undisputed. Yeah, facts, supporter. Yeah, they weren't undisputed. If you go look at undisputed champions, their names won't be there. You know what I'm saying? The most recent one you'll see is Devin Haney, and it won't say that, he won undisputed from George Kambosos or Teofimo or none of that. So, yeah, they weren't. Technically, they weren't. I was like, dang. And I tell people that, and they be like, oh, you just hating. That's not hating, bro. Technically, they weren't undisputed. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the rules. Don't forget to like the video as well. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the technicalities and people writing the rules. I ain't write the rules. But yeah, so George Kambosos, if I was George Kambosos, I think he should embrace it as and accept it as being undisputed. Same with Teofimo. I don't knock them for considering themselves that, but it's just that's what it says on paper. But back to Usyk, I wanted to talk about this too before I forget again. Usyk, man, I think that dang, I just lost my train of thought again. Dang. Oh yeah, with Oleksandr Usyk, man. What do y'all think about Oleksandr Usyk and the Daniel Dubois joint? Do y'all think that he lost to Daniel Dubois? Do y'all feel like that was a low blow? Do y'all feel like what's the pulse? Thunder, yeah, Thunder and Rabbit. Yeah, I'm watching it right now. I'm watching it right now as we speak. What do y'all think about that, man? Tyson. I was going back and watching that, man, because I was like, hold on, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't think it was a low blow. It was on the belt though. I'm cool with the decision from the ref, because that's what he called. It's a bang bang play and stuff like that. But he got a lot of time, man. It knocked the wind out of his stomach, bro. And I feel like, man, Daniel Dubois, bro. If I'm Daniel Dubois, I am upset. I feel like that was a clean shot, and what's my guy's name? Usyk is known for riding his belts, riding his pants up high, man. Over his belly button. So you can barely hit him with a clean legal shot in his body. But I was like, man, if I'm Dubois, I'm mad, bro. So I don't blame Daniel Dubois for feeling like he was robbed. You put it behind you now, but it's just like, because he's always been, and plus we already know with his history. You look at his amateurs against Artur Beterbiev, he's susceptible to shots to the body, him being Usyk. So, he got the body shot and it hurt him. It's like, man. But I'm not sure that Tyson Fury could take advantage of that. Tyson Fury's not really known for throwing any hellacious shots, really, not one-punch shots. He throws combinations and stuff. But he doesn't really go to the body as much. I'm not saying he's a full-blown headhunter, but he definitely doesn't prioritize the body. So, and him being so tall, I don't know if that's really going to be anything that comes to hurt Oleksandr Usyk in this fight, But I think, let's say against against Ajit Caballero, ooh, Ajit Caballero gonna go to that body. I think Filip Hrgović will go to that body. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of things to be considered. I just think that with that fight, I was watching it again recently. I was like, man, I forgot how much I was thinking that fight was kind of a robbery in the favor of Usyk, because I think that shot from Daniel Dubois was clean. Dubois should be unified champ. Yeah, you think so? Yo, GK in the building. You think that it was clean too? I think it was clean, man. Like I said, it's not nothing that I would argue or fight. I'm cool with the decision once it went past that. But if I'm Dubois, I'm definitely mad, bro. I'm definitely mad. I'm like, bro, that should have been, in my opinion, that should have been clean, man. Fury gonna hit Usyk in his stomach and make him shit himself. maybe, man. Fury might, but I don't know. I don't foresee that, but you could be right. Like I said, I have Fury winning. I think he's just gonna put on a boxing clinic. I think he's gonna stay out of range to stay out of range and stay out of danger. I think he's gonna use his range to his ability. His length to his ability and his advantage. To his ability, to the best of his ability, and use it to his advantage. And I just think that he's gonna be able to just be the bigger man. Kind of like Bivol and Canelo. Like Canelo lost, but it wasn't like, oh, he just got destroyed and beat up. He just looked like he was a bigger man. I mean, he looked like he was a smaller man. Like Bivol just looked like he was a bigger man. He was able to push him around the ring a little more than Canelo's used to. I think that's what's gonna happen with Bivol. I mean with Usyk and Fury. I think not necessarily that Fury is gonna outclass him like that, but I think he's just gonna be the bigger man, and he's gonna be big enough to where it's gonna make Usyk uncomfortable and not be able to get off what he intends to get off and implement the game plan that he wants. So I think he's gonna make him very uncomfortable. I was on Coffee Brown OnlyFans. Up with you? Hey yo. Hey, yeah. He might have to give you a 600, bro. I had to get you up out of here. Yeah, he freaky. No, I'm playing. No, you ain't. What? Coffee Brown, the battle rapper? She got an OnlyFans? Oh Lord. I heard what's the name? I don't know if it's true or not. I'm assuming it's true because I think A Ward said it or somebody said it. I know Vixen the Assassin has an OnlyFans. I ain't know Coffee. That's crazy, bro. I don't be looking at the OnlyFans, so I don't know who has it or who doesn't. But I don't know, man. To each his own. Do your thing, I guess. Everybody got an OnlyFans these days. And I will say this too: just because you have an OnlyFans don't mean that you out there naked or you out there having sexual interactions either or intercourse. You know, you could just be on there selling feet pics or just selling pictures in bikinis or a speedo or something like that. So it doesn't always mean that you out there bucket naked. So I will say that too, but it's just out there selling sex. They be wilding. I think A Ward sent Vixen on OnlyFans. Yeah, A Ward's the one that said that. Yeah. So I mean, get your money. If you can make money and not lose your values or your morals and not compromise your integrity, then by all means. I mean, me personally, how I am, I couldn't do nothing like that. But you know, some people are comfortable with doing stuff like that. So I can't put my morals and my values and impose that or project that onto other people. So some people do a lot worse for a lot less. I'll tell you that. You know what I'm talking about. So. So some people you give them $5, they show you what that mouth do. You know what I'm talking about? Growing up where I'm from, you know what I'm talking about? So hey, you just got to be careful. That's a fact. $5, facts. But I think like this fight, man, I'm looking very. I do wish I could have been there with y'all on the Lomachenko versus Kambosos. That may be bad, but like I said, I'm blessed and highly favored like Ryan Garcia, bro, because but no PEDs, no scandal. But those tornadoes, the reason why, for those of you that don't know, I was gone for the last 4 or 5 days is because 3 tornadoes touched down simultaneously directly in my vicinity in Tallahassee, Florida, and they struck Friday morning. You know what I'm saying? Like my neighbor on my left side, their car smashed. They can't even get in their front door. They got to go into their house from the back because a tree fell down and it's blocking the front door. My neighbor to my right, half of their roof is gone, you know, and their back windshield is messed up. People across the street, their trees fell, and they sustained some damage to me, bro. My car's good. My house is good. Everything good, man. So God is good, man. I can't complain at all. I feel like I feel like Daniel in the lion's den, you know, and Daniel, and those of you that are familiar with the biblical reference, those of you that are unfamiliar with the biblical reference, as Daniel was cast away into the lion's den, and he was locked in there with a den of lions, a pride of lions, and you know, God protected him. He didn't come out. He came out unscathed. That's how I felt. I walked out of there. I was like, man, God is good. You know, no matter what, God is always good. He has a plan. You know, regardless. So bad things happen to good people, good things happen to bad people, and you know, it just, you know, when you do the right thing, we would like to think that the universe will have more good things happen to good people and more bad things happen to bad people. But anyway, yeah, I was happy about that, bro. Like I was out of power for 4.5 days. I was out there eating fruit snacks and granola bars because not only was I out of power, like I said, the whole city was out. You know, 68,000 people were out of power. So restaurants are out of power. So everything in the fridge or freezer is spoiling. And even if you have stuff in the freezer or fridge, most of those stuffs are, you know, you have to microwave them and there's no power. So, you know, thank God I had some. So make sure you keep your pastries on deck, you know, and your perishables. I drove to damn near another city to get a freaking slice of pizza from a gas station. so yeah, but that's why I was gone for the last 4.5 days, you know. But we back now. Our power came back on yesterday. God is good, you know what I'm talking about. And but yeah, man, we were out of power for a while. I was hot sweating in Florida.
Me blood clot.
You feel me? But yeah, it's either to be a Mandigo or an engineer. That's crazy. I think Ryan Garcia is walking Frank Martin out to highly favorite. Oh yeah? Hey, Ryan Garcia, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how y'all feel about it, bro. It's news, of course, so you know it's gonna be hot. But Ryan Garcia is getting on my nerves, man. You know, and I like Ryan Garcia. It's coming from me. But the whole ordeal, I don't know why it's taking until May 22nd. I don't know. Maybe that's how it normally takes when you ask for your B sample to be reevaluated or evaluated, and your urine samples to be reevaluated. I don't know how long the procedure or process typically takes, but this seems like a long time. It seems like I feel like they just dragging out this process, man. It just seems ridiculously and unnecessarily elongated. So it's just annoying. Oh my gosh. It's just annoying, bro. Luka Doncic just threw an alley-oop to who that was? To Jones Jr. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Jones could get up there. Former Miami Heat player, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah, he threw that. That's a former Derrick Jones, I believe. Derrick Jones Jr., former dunk contest winner as well. Josh Giddey, that's the dude that was messing with the kids. Little little child molester. He getting on your nerves. Not that he just the whole situation, and just the coverage of it. It's just too much, man. I just want to know, did he cheat or not? Just let us know the test results. It's like getting dragged on like a soap opera, bro. I like boxing for the sport, bro. If I want to see a soap opera, I'll go watch Days of Our Lives or Guiding Light or Bold and the Beautiful. I know all these You're like, dang, Doc, how you do all these soap opera days? Well, because my grandma used to make me watch them when I was legit. You know what I'm talking about? When I was legit, I used to watch because that's all TV I could watch. I had to watch soap operas with my grandma. And she used to watch Guiding Light, Bold and Beautiful. What's the other one? Guiding Light, Bold and Beautiful, Young and the Restless. She ain't watched General Hospital. She ain't watched that one. She ain't like that one. But she used to watch, Bold and Beautiful, Guiding Light, and Young and the Restless. Those are hers. I used to watch all them joints, man. But yeah, that's what I feel like it's becoming. It's becoming like a soap opera, bro. Like, it's nothing hard about it, man. There's nothing to speculate. There's no controversy. There's nothing to even, even guess. There's nothing trivial about it, bro. You take the test. If you pass, you didn't cheat. If you pass, you didn't cheat. If you fail, you cheated. That's it. All this extra stuff. Well, I found out he didn't cheat. And they're talking, bro, it's not May 22nd. So how do you know if he didn't cheat or not? I found out the samples. I found out the content. Bro, just shut up. I'm tired of all these content creators too, man. All this extra clickbait and all that other stuff too, man. Talk about, I know how much he had in the system. No, you don't. No, you don't. Unless you tested and you done broke into the man's personals and tested his urine and tested his piss. Pedals in the wind, right? Bold and Beautiful was New York. What was your stuff? Hey, if he cheated, what should happen to him? I think he should get. Bro, I saw someone say that he should get a lifetime ban. I think Eddie Hearn said that. I think that's a little too much. But I do think he should get a minimum of 2 years. Because we've seen this already with Amir Khan. I keep going back to that. He had Ostarine in his system, the same exact substance that was banned, the same PED, performance-enhancing drug, Ostarine. Amir Khan got 2 years. So if he got 2 years 5 years ago, or however long it was, you're supposed to learn and get better, right? So I think he should get a minimum of 2 years. I think he should get more than 2 years. I think he should get at least 3 or 4. To be completely honest with you. So me personally, I say 3, but he should get at least 2. But I say 3, and because I just think that's wrong. If it's in this system and it was unintentional, then yeah, sometimes things can happen. Things can get contaminated. And if it was such a small, minuscule amount to where it didn't have any consequential impact or residual, or residual lasting effects, then yeah, then that's cool. If he was taking other supplements, it was just contaminated, then that's fine. Then he'll be not guilty. But if he's guilty, then I think it should be a no contest. I'm with I'm not a big fan of Devin Haney, but I do think it should be a no contest. I think he's wild to talk about he should get a win. I read something about him talking about he should get the win. I said, excuse me, so what? He said I should get the win.
What?
You should get the win. We ain't forget how you was just. You was out to help me, please. All on your knees, holding on for dear life. Now, if he's cheating, then that should be wiped from our memory, and we shouldn't count it against him. We can't wipe it from our memory, and that's the thing. And that's why I think that Ryan Garcia the penalty should be very severe, because no matter what, I'm not even talking about the clowns that are gonna say, the PEDs didn't matter. You still ain't blocked the left hook. I'm talking about the fact that even me, and I know myself. And we are logical thinkers over here. We are critical thinkers over here. We are open-minded, and we have common freaking sense. So we're not gonna hold it against him to say that he lost, but it still can't take it out of my mind that imagery. I'm still seeing Devin Haney pleaded for help. I still remember looking at the fight, wondering why Bill Haney hasn't stopped it. And Devin Haney looking pitiful. And if Ryan Garcia put that imagery in our head illegally, while cheating, and that's wrong. So he should be severely punished, because that's always gonna that might hurt him psychologically as well. Devin Haney, might hurt you mentally. So there's no telling of the residual lasting effects that can have on somebody's psyche. So that's why I think he should be punished severely. But with all that being said, somebody cheating you doesn't mean you should win. As much as I thought Margarito, and it wasn't proven definitively that he cheated against Miguel Cotto, I do think that it should have been a no contest. I've always said that. I think it should be wiped from his record, But I never said that, he should get the win. No, you don't get the like that. That's what. And like I said, man, it's just so hard for me to like Devin Haney, because he comes out and says stupid stuff like that. Like, why would you even petition for a win? Why would you even want to have a win? To me, it just shows your character, bro. Like, I guess you got cheated, but why would you want to say? Why would you want them to flip that for a win in your favor? A no contest is enough. You talking about you want to win? He almost had you out there talking about no contest. You know what I'm talking about? Because it wasn't really a contest. And I was, and I'll be honest, PEDs or not, you shouldn't think about stuff like this, but I don't, PEDs or not, I don't think that he should have got beat like that. But the fact that he had the PEDs, it still means something. But I don't think he should ever got beat like that. But the fact that he still was cheating, he still lost. And I told people this before, like Devin Haney, he gets hit pretty flush. He gets hit cleanly, and for him to be as good as everybody says, and he's marketed to be, he doesn't really adapt well. He doesn't really adapt. And when he gets hit flush. He gets hit, like, he doesn't roll with the punch. He gets hit, bow. You know what I'm saying? Like a brick. And that's the thing, too, with Devin Haney, which I will say, all those freaking people that are ridiculous and saying that the PEDs mean nothing. But I think you're an idiot. I think you're dumb. I think you're a freaking nincompoop. I think you're people who say that it's inconsequential if someone is on steroids. You're dumb, but I will say that Devin Haney knew about the one thing. He told us that he knew about the one thing that Ryan Garcia had. He said Ryan Garcia is a C-level fighter. He's a one-trick pony. All this stuff is coming back to all he has is the left hook. And what did he get hit with the very first punch of the very first round? He got hit with the left hook. So it just shows that, and you fought this man 6 times in the amateurs. You went 3-3. It's your 7th time fighting. You have a familiarity with him. I will say that I do agree that he shouldn't have got hit. If he got beat, he should have got beat by a right uppercut or a right hook or a left uppercut. But you can't get beat by the tool that you knew that he had, But, however, I will say, and this is part I disagree vehemently with these idiots and these buffoons that say the PEDs don't matter, because I don't care if it's just a little bit stronger. I don't care if it's a lot of bit stronger. It made him stronger. So let's say that he got hit with the left hook. Now it comes into question that maybe if he would have got hit with that same left hook in that first round, it maybe not have wobbled him if Ryan Garcia wasn't dirty. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, if someone throws his water bottle at me and I don't dodge it, it's not gonna knock me out. I'm gonna get hurt, but it's not gonna knock me out. Now if someone throws a freaking PS5 controller at me in my head and I don't dodge it, yeah, shame on me, because I know somebody's throwing stuff at me and I'm not dodging it. But if it hits me, the harder it is, this is gonna hurt more than this. So if someone's on steroids and someone's stronger, I'm not saying that it's that much of an impact. I don't know, because I've never willingly or knowingly box. I did box, but I never knowingly boxed anybody on steroids and fought the same person was off steroids. That's the only way you'll know, is if Devin Haney fights him off steroids, he fought him on steroids. If the allegations are true, then you know what I'm saying, then that punch is going to be harder. So maybe he could have hit him with the same left hook, and it might not have done as much damage as it did while he was on steroids. These are the kind of questions that you bring forth because of you popping dirty, like they say. So I said Ryan Garcia cheated, and shame on him. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. The evidence against him is pretty substantial. I think the smart money is that he did cheat. But we'll see. Like I said, I withhold judgment, man. I have no problem withholding judgment and then due process run its course. I have no problem. I'm patient. Why not? Because you want to be accurate. I value integrity and I value accuracy more than early and who's first. I don't care who reports it first. So I want to know if it was true or not. And I don't like to bestow judgment unless you know all the facts. And one of the facts that we don't know is actual and factual that we won't know until the 22nd. And that's a pretty big, substantial piece of evidence or piece of fact that needs to be known before we bestow judgment on whether he was cheating or whether it should be a no contest or whether it was intentional or not. Because you could also cheat and it be unintentional too. That's a possibility. The Cavs got eliminated. Yeah. Boston beat them. Yep. Keyshawn Davis said Devis said he don't get the rematch. Then said how the fuck the loser get to say anything. Keyshawn Davis said, yeah, but that's hating to me because he's not a loser. You know what I'm saying? If someone cheated, he didn't lose. It's like Miguel Cotto. If someone cheats you, then you don't lose, but you don't win. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn Davis is either trolling or he's hating, and that's stuff I don't like. You know, you can't hold it against somebody. Once we know the facts, then we can say that. Once we know that he didn't cheat, then we can say what Keyshawn Davis said. But until then, we can't say that because if someone cheated, then it don't matter. It doesn't matter if you won or not. If you cheated, then it wasn't an even playing field. I don't care about the weight. The weight is an advantage. Whatever, that's fine. That's within the realms and the confines of boxing. And he decided to have it commence. The fight commence with that weight, with that excessive weight that Ryan Garcia came in. But he did not anticipate, we did not account for, and we did not desire, we did not expect, and we do not allow is for cheating to, that's not permitted. Cheating is not permitted. So, and cheating is using a banned substance if that's the case. But yeah, I'm just tired of it, man. I just wish May 22nd. I just wish they would. I wish they could expedite the process and make it come even faster than the 22nd. Pause. So that'd be a good thing. I'm just tired of all speculation. But I did see when Ryan Garcia said that him and Clarissa Shields should have a baby. I thought that was funny. I said people Clarissa Shields and Ryan Garcia were just arguing, right? And then now they talk about having a baby and all. So just jokingly, of course, because she has a fiance and stuff like that. But it just goes to show you that people, a lot of times these people that argue and stuff like that, they just be laughing and joking with each other. But it'd be the fans and the people that are so far removed from the situations are the ones that get into it with each other and take it so seriously. Like they might talk shit on Twitter and be cool and laughing it up the next day or when they see each other. It's just a friendly competition and stuff like that. So people take Clarissa Shields so seriously when she be calling out men. I don't think Keith Thurman is offended and takes it seriously. I don't think Ryan Garcia is offended and takes it seriously. So it's just us that because we want to talk about something, so we just impose our feelings and our emotions on it, man. Because she was just doing that just to keep just I don't even think it's really clout, just to keep her name circulating, and keep her name fresh. Let's face it, women's sports, especially boxing, don't get as much love, so they got to find extra ways to bring attention to themselves. So that's all I see it as, and that's my opinion. I don't know. Maybe she really does think she could beat Ryan Garcia and Keith Thurman. I don't know. And if she does, so more power to her. She's a champion. She's the GOAT. She's supposed to feel like she could be undefeated. But I don't think she should be calling out dudes in my personal opinion. But do I want to see her get beat up by a dude or actually fight a dude or get knocked out by a dude? No. And to me, in my opinion, all the dudes that want to see a woman get knocked out by a dude, then, in my opinion...
Nigga, you's a bitch!
Facts. I feel strongly about that. I feel like any man that wants to see another man put hands on a woman because of what they said, you soft, in my opinion, man. There's something wrong with you, bro. But yeah, so I look forward to this weekend, man. Who you got, GK? Who y'all got this weekend, man? Good Lord willing, man. Y'all got Oleksandr Usyk or y'all got Tyson Fury? Y'all got the Gypsy King or the Ukrainian? Who y'all got, man? I need to know right now, man. Who y'all got, man? I got Tyson Fury by decision, man. I got Tyson Fury by decision, man. I'm kind of thinking by stoppage, man. I see Lomachenko stop get Bosos. I'm like, hold on now. But you got Usyk, Jansen, me too. Oh, I got Fury. You got Usyk, I got Fury. I got Fury, bro. How you got? How? By what method? You got him knockout. You got TKO. You got points. What you got? Because I can see Usyk. Hey, what if Usyk stops Tyson Fury? I can see Usyk potentially wearing down Tyson Fury, and tiring him out. And I don't know, but I just really feel like Tyson Fury's going to win. I feel like Tyson Fury's going to pour it on in the later rounds, too. We all know he's a strong finisher. And look what Deontay Wilder did. Like I said, Tyson Fury, in my opinion, has been more tested, not just at the heavyweight division in particular, but just in boxing in general. He's been through more wars, but that could be a con as well. Because he's been through more wars, maybe he could be wore down and, that ring mileage catch up to him, So that could hurt him as well. But I think it's going to more so work in his favor, the fact that he's been hit by somebody like Deontay Wilder. Ain't nothing Usyk could throw at. Only thing Usyk could hit Tyson Fury with that's as hard as Deontay Wilder is with his truck. You know what I'm saying? He can't. There's nothing that he could throw at him, punches or kicks or otherwise, or headbutts that'd be as strong as Deontay Wilder's punch. You know, and not that right hand. And Tyson Fury got up from that multiple times. So yeah, I think Fury's gonna win. And like I said, Usyk's a better fighter than Wilder. I'm just saying that part. I don't think that he's gonna be able to hit him with a devastating shot like that to get Fury out of there. And then I don't think that he's gonna outbox him. I don't even think he has a physique to do so, but he could. But I just think that, you know, he was able to outbox Anthony Joshua, AJ, because, you know, AJ's pretty flat-footed. Let's be honest, you know, and Tyson Fury's not. So Fury by KO. Hey, Bentley. Okay, I'm about to go with that, Bentley. What you got? GK says Kambosos ate his own words. Yeah. But I mean, you're supposed to be confident though. You know, I don't think Kambosos said anything else out of line. You're supposed to be confident, man. You're not supposed to be able to. I mean, he's a champion, man. I mean, I know people call him Cambozos, and I feel like that's disrespectful. I don't think he's a bozo at all. But then again, you know, people say Wilder's a fraud, and I don't think he's a fraud. And people talk about Canelo. Maybe I give fighters too much respect, but he's a champion, man. You can't be no champion. He ain't no accidental champions, in my opinion. So I'm not. That don't mean that you can't have a series of fortuitous events that go in your favor, that align in your favor. You know, that don't mean that you can't maximize your talent or maximize a situation or opportunity. But ain't no luck, man. It's good blessings, it's hard work and dedication. And I don't take anything from Kambosos. Do I think that he's the best champion? No. Do I think that he's all-time great? No. Do I think that he was... I mean, I had Lomachenko winning. I thought Lomachenko was going to win by decision, not knockout or stoppage. I mean, but I think Kambosos, I think he might be on the lower end of when it comes to the caliber of champions there are. But he's a good fighter. You have to be a good fighter to become champion. But out of the champions, I think he's the least skilled. But I still think he's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? You can only beat those who's in front of you. You know, I think he overachieved when he beat Teofimo. But I don't think it was. A lot of people say, "Oh, he got lucky." It ain't no luck, man. You know, he beat Teofimo because Teofimo probably. I thought from watching that fight, you know, he rushed in there. Teofimo told people, "Hey, I'm gonna get a first round knockout." If you're a Teofimo supporter or a Teofimo fan, bet on the first round knockout. And he went in and tried to, you know, he went in there too cocky, man. And George Kambosos sat his ass down. You know what I'm talking about? He said, "No, bro, you go respect this. I put in work too, baby." You know, and I feel like George Kambosos handle business, man. It's boxing. Any given night, people got bad nights or good nights and stuff like that. But even with that, like I said, I think people over exaggerate how bad of a night Teofimo had. I don't think Teofimo had a bad night. I just think he overestimated his ability and underestimated George Kambosos' ability. You know, and he just thought that he was gonna run through him. And Kambosos said, I'm not going. You know, and but I don't think it was luck or anything like that. I think Kambosos had a game plan. And he said, if you try to come in there wild and knock me out, then I'm going to make him pay for it. And that's what he did. So they implemented the game plan. They believe what Teofimo said he was going to do, and they believe that he'll do it, and they executed. So I think Kambosos is good, but I just think Lomachenko's better. I don't know who Lomachenko fights next. They're talking about Navarrete. If Navarrete beats Barichik or whatever the guy's name is, in his next fight. They're talking about Lomachenko and possibly Shakur Stevenson. If Shakur Stevenson beats Artem Hanayunian. They talk about Lomachenko versus Gervonta Davis, assuming Gervonta Davis gets past Frank Martin. All those are good fights. Me personally, I want to see Lomachenko and Shakur the most. It has the potential to be the most boring, but I think it would be a nice technical fight, and I want to see how that plays out. I think Tank gets Lomachenko up out of there, but I'll be interested in that fight as well. You know, Navarrete. I think that'd be interesting, but I think Lomachenko beats Navarrete. I think Navarrete is just too. I don't want to say one-dimensional, but yeah, kind of. You know, he's not really a multifaceted fighter. You know, I think he just basically comes forward, and if you could take his pressure, then you're good. Or if you could show him angles, I think you'll be good. Kind of like what Robson Conceição did after Navarrete dropped Conceição twice. You know, Robson Conceição started showing him angles, started outboxing him. And no disrespect to Conceição, Conceição's good, but I think Lomachenko's a better boxer than Conceição. You know, so Dallas is up by 8 right now, 27-35. Dallas is up by 8. Tyson might stop him. I don't know. Yeah, Tyson might stop him, man. He just might, man. And I wouldn't be mad at that. So I might put some money on the stoppage, bro. We'll see, man. I don't know. I gotta look at it a little more. Do some more of my research. Do some more of my due diligence. You know what I'm talking about. But I was watching some past fights of Tyson Fury. I was watching some past fights of Usyk. And Yeah, I'm leaning towards Fury. I'm definitely leaning towards Fury. But we shall see, man. Especially with Better Biev getting to that body too. But Better Touch Fury, you know, he ain't no puncher like Better Biev. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely don't go to the body. He doesn't go to the body like what's my boy's name? Like Dubois. Not saying Dubois overly goes to the body, but I think Tyson Fury don't really go to the body at all. You know. So I don't know if he could. I don't even know if it's wise for him to even go to the body like that, or commit to the body. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Not bad to check my stuff. What y'all think about Tyson Fury versus Jake Paul? I mean Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. That's what I meant to say. What y'all think about that, man? Y'all think it's y'all saw what Turkey Al-Sheikh said? Turkey Al-Sheikh said that he said Mike Tyson don't follow the script. Beat this guy's butt. He said beat his ass. Don't follow the script, Mike Tyson. So a lot of people are like, oh, so it is scripted. I don't think he meant it like that. I think he's just saying like, you know, more so tongue in cheek, like don't follow the script, you know, just go crazy and beat him. Don't even go with it, make it buddy. Like just make it see him as your adversary and knock him out. Don't even play with him. That's what I took it as. I don't think he really meant it like literally that it's a little literal script. But he could though. You never know. He could, hey man. The powers that be, the powers that be, they know. But I don't think he really meant literally that it's scripted. I think he's just saying like go against the grain and knock him out. He said it's all scripted. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it's scripted, but I do think that it's organized, loosely organized. You know what I'm talking about? You know, with the 2-minute rounds. Granted, that kind of goes. The shorter it is, the more it favors Mike Tyson. You know, being older, you know, less energy you have to expend, but I do think that no, I think Jake Paul's just gonna smother him, man. It's gonna be an ugly, messy fight, sloppy fight, and it's gonna be a lot of 1-2s, and then you know a lot of clinching, and you're just gonna wear him out. And he's gonna win a decision, man. It's sad, but that's how I think it's gonna go. We shall see. We shall see, baby. But yeah, man, this weekend, who's all on that card though? I know I missed some fights though. Who's all on the Ring of Fire card? I'm trying to see Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I know the fight that I'm looking forward to the most is Ajit Kabayel versus Frank Sanchez. But I can't remember. I know Jay Apatow, yeah, he's on there. Who's he fighting again? Something Bradish, right? Let me try to find it. Okay, here it is. Yeah, Marish Bradis. Yep. Usyk fought Marish Bradis before a while ago. So Usyk beat him. Yeah, Jay Apatow versus Marish Bradis. Marish Bradis. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I still think Frank Sanchez and Jake Caballero is the one I'm looking forward to the most. Yeah, Joe Cordina versus Anthony Kakase. Oh yeah, Sergey Kovalev making a return. Yeah. Sergey Kovalev at cruiserweight against Robert Saran Safar. I don't know who that is. But I don't know. We'll see if the Crusher can still crush something. Yo, Kendrick in the building. Clone in the building. What's good? Oh, my bad, Marcos. I forgot to give you your welcome, even though you just be trying to be annoying. Marcos in the building. Wins calls out Canelo. I already said that, bro. Don't try to steal my prediction. I said that a long time ago. I got videos on saying that everything. Don't try to tell me what I done told you. I've been said that Jake Paul is doing this to strengthen his to strengthen his case and justify his call out of Canelo. Off topic, on ESPN just announced a trade. Gobert and Cat got Shaq and Bro. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, but that might be a good trade, boy. Cause Cat ain't doing nothing. You hear me? He said I called it first. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. This man tried to kick something to me that I've been kicked a long time ago. Stop it, bro. Boston eliminated Cleveland. We got Mavericks up by 12 against OKC. But man, so I got Usyk. Who you got, UDD? Who you got, bro? Kendrick, who you got, bro? You got Usyk or you got Fury? Before I get up out of here, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. Who y'all got, man? I'm curious because I just want to do a little short one. I didn't really have too much to talk about. I don't like just being. I watched the Loma fight last night. He whooped my boys. Yeah. He whooped Kambosos, man. Knocked him out got him out of there with a body shot, bro, in the 11th round. Like I said, I had Lomachenko winning, but I had him winning by decision. I didn't think he was gonna stop him. Well, shout out to George Kambosos though, man. He fought. He's a fighter. Can't nobody say otherwise. He definitely fought. I think Fury wins, even though I don't like him. You don't like Fury? Yeah, I like Fury. But I understand how some people don't like him. Don't get twisted. I can see, he be wilding, but I like Fury. Yeah, I think he wins too. But I can see a path to victory for Oleksandr Usyk as well now. But yeah, I got Fury. Who you got, Clone? You said talk about Al Heyman finessing Floyd. I don't know. It seems like I find it disturbing how people like I find it very disturbing that people are always. I've never seen so many people want somebody else to be broke. Y'all want this man Floyd to be broke so bad. You talk about he got finessed by Al Heyman. How? Because he's not fighting Victor Ortiz anymore? I don't know, bro. People, I don't know. I never see so many people want somebody to be broke so bad. Maybe he is broke. I don't know. But what does that go? If let's say Floyd Mayweather is broke, what does that do for you? You still broke, and him being broke has still got a lot more money than you and me. You got Fury by decision? Okay, Marcos. I got Fury easy too. Yeah, me too. Like I said, I think it's closer on paper, but I think in actuality, when they actually step in the ring, I think it's going to be more one-sided. And I think it's going to be one-sided either way it goes. I don't think it's going to be a back-and-forth fight or competitive fight. I think it's either going to be one-sided, dominant win, decisive win for Usyk, or a one-sided, dominant, decisive win for Fury. And I'm leaning towards Fury, but you can't be broke course side of the playoffs. You feel me? Go right back, go sit down. I did not call you. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to yell at him real quick. Fury is just too big. Facts. Fury, I think it's too big. Yeah, that's a pause. Yeah, you wildin'. Yeah, Fury is too big. That's crazy.
What?
Bentley said whooping time. I should whoop, but I need to. They be taking advantage, thinking they slick and stuff. I should whoop that butt, but nah. I just yell at them. They get the point. They get the message. Looking all sad and stuff. But yeah, man. So I don't really have much to talk about. Like I said, I don't like to keep y'all here if I don't really have much to talk about. I appreciate y'all coming through for real, man. I want to stay on, but I was gonna ask about the. I want to talk about the Lomachenko and the Kambosos. We talked about that. Usyk and Fury, Ajit Caballel, Frank Sanchez. I'm leaning towards Ajit Caballel. I really want to see. So okay, let's talk about this though. He said Fury is the Ali if he wins. Yeah, you sound stupid. I will say this though. I think it's better for boxing if Fury wins, at least for me, because I'm more interested in Fury's path. Like, so if Fury wins, he could fight Anthony Joshua. Of course, everybody wanted that. It still never ceases to amaze me how two top prospects. How two fighters could go from top prospects at the same time, top champions at the same time, top fighters in the division, and pound for pound at the same time, and be from the same country and be countrymen and not fight each other for 10 plus years. To me, that's nothing short of amazing. I don't know how they could both be from the same country and be in the same division and be in the same class of boxers. As far as when they became pro and all that stuff, and not fight each other for this long, that's crazy to me. If that was in America, boy, they would have killed them if they were American. but they let it slide in England, I guess. But I think that I do want to see that fight. So if Tyson Fury wins, I think, of course, you have the rematch. Number one, you have the rematch, of course. But if Tyson Fury wins, let's say that the same person wins the rematch and move on. He could go fight Anthony Joshua. That's interesting. He could go fight the winner of Philip Hrgovic and Daniel Dubois, no matter who wins. You know, and that'd be interesting. Especially if it's Philip Hrgovic, right? He could even potentially fight Ajit Caballel, the winner of Ajit Caballel, Frank Sanchez. That's interesting. Even though I think that's a little I think they'll have to fight somebody else. Tyson Fury he'll never fight Joseph Parker because they're real close friends. But he could fight who's the other guy he could fight? What's my guy's name? Somebody else. There's another heavyweight. I'll probably think about him later. But anyway, and then with Usyk, you know, if let's say Daniel Dubois beats Hrgovic, you know, we already seen Usyk and Daniel Dubois fight. You know, I feel like they robbed Daniel Dubois of that knockdown, but it is what it is. I'm not too mad at it. But he beat him already. That's the point I made. And then if he beats Fury, then guess who else? Anthony Joshua's waiting for the winner. Well, Usyk already beat Anthony Joshua twice. You know what I'm saying? So his path, I mean, he could go down and fight Jay Apatai if Jay Apatai beats Marius Bradis. But guess what? Let's say Marius Bradis beats Joe Apatai. Guess who beat Marius Bradis already? Oleksandr Usyk. You see what I'm saying? At cruiserweight. So like, it's just more interesting of a path for Tyson Fury if he wins. You know, assuming he wins both. I gave up on Fury versus Joshua years ago. Facts. Who the hell? Like, who cares about that? Like, who cares about that fight? Like, he said it's still a mega fight. Yeah, it's still a mega fight, of course. Who said it's not? But it's just not as interesting. It's just like they should have fought a long time ago, man. They should have fought a long time ago. So, but yeah, I think Tyson Fury will win. I'm going for Tyson Fury to win. But if Usyk wins, I won't be mad. You know what I'm saying? I like Usyk too. I like his demeanor. I like his personality. I like his temperament. Seems like just a good hard working dude, man. I always respect that, man. Seems like he fights for his people and his family. He seems like a humble dude too. So I rock with Oleksandr Usyk, but I do like Tyson Fury more. He said, don't forget Zhang about to beat Skinny Legs Wilder. Yeah, even with Zhang, let's say Zhang wins. I forgot about Zhang and Wilder. If Wilder wins, if Wilder wins, you know, that's gonna be Anthony Joshua and Wilder. If Zhang wins, Zhang can fight Anthony Joshua as well. But I don't think the winner of that fight gets Tyson Fury or Usyk. But I think they get Anthony Joshua if Anthony Joshua wants it. Zhang not a title contender to me though. I think he is, but it has to be the right. You know, I think he is. Like I said, more importantly, I think that Deontay Wilder is. Like I said, I don't think Deontay Wilder should be fighting anymore. I think he's a danger to himself. Just because he doesn't seem like he has it, but he could. I could be wrong. He could turn back the hands of time, you know. But anybody who watched Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker, if you think that Joseph Parker won because Joseph Parker was good, then I think you're crazy. You didn't watch the fight. I think Deontay Wilder was a favorite, overwhelming favorite for a reason. Deontay Wilder, you know, no disrespect to Joseph Parker because he did his thing. You know, he won. I'm not saying that's an easy task, but Deontay Wilder, that version of Deontay Wilder doesn't beat any heavyweight contender or let alone champion, you know. So I think it was more, people were more intrigued and impressed and shocked and surprised by how bad Wilder looked at how good that they were impressed with how good Joseph Parker looked. I'll be right back. Mosquito, I gotta kill this mosquito, y'all. Freaking dog came for 2 seconds, brought a mosquito with him. I whacked him, but I ain't smashed him. I couldn't reach him. Punk ass mosquito, man. They be biting me when I'm sleeping, bro. Now, there's nothing worse than hearing that bzzz, and wake you up. Oh, that just make I instantly get mad. First of all, I'm gonna need you to spell loses right. So you worried about whether he wins or loses? You don't even know how to spell the word. So I don't know what you're talking about. You be too hung up on hating on black fighters. I don't understand why, but if that floats your boat, that gets you going, then hey, do your thing, Marcos. You just look like a fucking idiot. I'm not gonna lie. You just look dumb, especially when you can't spell a one syllable word correctly. You just look dumb, bro. But some people enjoy looking dumb. This man. We talk about Oleksandr Usyk and we talk about Tyson Fury and we talk about like I don't it's like you try to bait people to try to say like things like you say. We can't be ignorant like you, bro. You're ignorant, bro. There's nothing that you can say to bait somebody to say some ignorant stuff like you be saying, bro. Nobody cares. Like nobody cares, bro. You don't like Wilder. You don't like Floyd. You don't like Tank. You don't like that. Hey, who cares, bro? Nobody cares about your opinion. Your opinion means nothing. And you liking somebody or disliking somebody doesn't change the outcome of how they perform. I'm sorry. You said AJ's your favorite. Okay, yeah, sure. And once again, even if he is, nobody cares. Because you have a reputation of being silly. And that's what happens when you have a reputation of being silly. No one takes you serious. At all. That's why we let you say whatever you want to say. Oh, you can't, bro. It's like you try to hate on certain people and then to make them say something bad about the people you like. Nobody likes boxing for the reasons you like boxing. You like boxing just to see. I don't know. I can't even relate, so I can't even imagine what it is. No flex zone. No flex zone. They know better. They know better. Nobody cares what you like, bro. And that's a lie, because you said some crazy stuff about him because he beat Ryan Garcia. I just don't understand typing in all caps. Because, like I told you, he retarded. he ain't got no sense. The man can't spell the one syllable word right. He can't say it was a typo because he spelled it incorrectly twice, back to back, in different messages. You spelled a one syllable word incorrectly twice, in separate messages. So you can't even say it was a typo. You just slow. Yeah, man. You got to go through that, bro. You got to get that hate out your heart, son. That ain't doing nothing but make you look dumb. And make you unhappy, bro. I promise you that nobody knows what you feel towards them. Oh. But yeah, man. So that's it for me, man. I ain't want to say it. I'm gonna say it. I ain't got no problem. You know, let this man sit here and troll. So you got to take that. I'm gonna talk trash. It's just mine is just has truth behind it. You know, some people like sports like that though because they feel like it. I mean, I guess it's carrying out their dream of what they want to do to people that look like the people that they don't like. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't relate. I like boxers. You know. Of course I like Tank. I like Floyd, but I also like Caleb Plant. I like Tyson Fury. I like Deontay Wilder. I like Ryan Garcia. I like, you know what I'm saying? Emmanuel Navarrete. I like, you know, and to each his own. Whatever floats your boat. Like I said, if that gets you up in the morning, you know, and that helps you sleep better at night. Hey, do your thing. Do your thing, bro. No judgment here. You just look stupid. Yeah, that's clown stuff. Yeah. That's your favorite PBC boxer? Okay. Yeah, sure. But yeah, man, what it calls up by 10 at halftime, man. Mavericks are up by 10, 54-44. Typing it all caps is nasty. Y'all crazy, man. But yeah, I just man, I've been trying to holler at some boxers and stuff like that too, man. I've been hollering at quite a few. But we have been pretty unsuccessful so far, you know. But I will let y'all know if we do get any luck of hollering at some people. I don't holler at some male boxers, female boxers, champions, contenders, up and coming prospects, all types of stuff. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be going out about it a different way, but I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be a cool step for the channel. I'm not saying that I want to just make a channel where I'm always interviewing boxers. I don't want that to be the main focus or even the bulk of it, but I do want to have that aspect as well. I think that'd be cool to interact with the boxers and introduce them to this community, and you know that I feel like I could contribute to the appreciation of fighters more. You know, like a George Kambosos. You know, people say, "Oh, he's a bozo." Like, I don't be understanding that, man. People. I mean, his name is funny, George Kambosos. It'd be funny. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's a bad fighter. I don't know. I don't think he's great, but I don't think he's bad. I don't know. We be talking crazy here. Might be scary. That's true. Yeah, because I'm definitely going to ask him. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it funky with him, too. I'm be like, hey, I'm going to ask him some real questions. But at the same time, I want to be lighthearted, too. Get to know the boxers and, you know, get to have fun with him, man. I don't want to be so uptight in the same questions all the time and stuff like that. But, you know, we'll see how it goes, man. We have to put Marcos on timeout if you're interviewing somebody. No, I just want to read his message. I mean, sometimes I don't even read his messages now. Marcos is cool, man. Marcos he's just a reflection of the majority of the boxing community on social media. That's how they think, you know. That's why he talks like that, because, you know, he talks like that with somebody else, and then they go. He'll be the pro Hispanic one. Somebody else will be arguing with is a pro white one. Then the other will be the pro black one. And the other will be the pro Asian one. And the other one will be pro. You know what I'm saying? And not only are they pro these things, they're anti everything else. So that's why they be arguing. He thinks that I'm a entertain that, or I'm gonna indulge in that way of thinking. I can't think like that. That's thinking like a Neanderthal. You know what I'm saying? I'm too educated and too. And too well versed and too cultured for that, bro. I can't relate to thinking like a crustacean. I be thinking like single cell organisms, man. I can't think like that. I'm not capable of thinking like that, even if I wanted to. I just give my honest opinions. I do have my opinions, you know, but I give them off of logic and thought. You know, and intellect. I can't relate to somebody who just makes decisions and has biases based off of ignorance and stupidity. That's basically where ignorance is usually birthed from. Is ignorance and hatred is usually birthed from a place of fear and stupidity. So you a scared dummy. You feel threatened by whatever you hate. Like, whatever you hate, usually if you don't have a good reason to hate it, so you feel threatened by it, so you don't like it. So I don't know. Maybe they took his girl or something. He thinking like a plankton. Like algae, yeah. I'm not finna argue with you because I don't think like that, bro. I have nothing to prove. Man. If you go on some of these YouTube chats, man, even like, let's say like the workout, was it the open workout, man? You see some of the comments in there, bro. They're so ignorant, bro. Every time I see comments like that, I be thinking like, oh yeah, that's a bunch of Marcoses. He said, no fear, times are just changing. I don't know what that means. Times are changing. But what does that even mean? And what was the times that they're changing from? So whatever you're saying and what I think you're saying is that's fear right there. Whatever times you're talking about that it's changing from, or whatever time, that means at one time it was a way that you didn't like, and that made you scared. So that's why you're looking forward to whatever time you think we're going to. I don't know what you're talking about. Because any time period in boxing, I can tell you a good fighter that represents every single ethnicity and culture. I could think of a good fighter from every ethnicity, every culture, in every boxing time period that I observed. There was good fighters of every ethnicity and culture. So I don't know what you're talking about. What time period was that? You just ignorant, like I said, and you're proving it. But yeah, man. So Chad, I appreciate y'all rocking me as always, man. What up, clone? You we were supposed to run some Call of Duty last time, but remember Thursday we were playing Call of Duty, supposed to run again on Friday, but then my power went out, bro. Some tornadoes, so Today Wednesday till tomorrow Thursday, good Lord willing. So we can run it up tomorrow, maybe you get off of work, and then hopefully Friday, if I still have power and stuff, we can run up some more, man. But yeah, don't forget to like the videos, man. We dropped 2 videos today. We dropped 2 videos yesterday. We dropped 2 videos today or 1 video today? We dropped 1 video. We dropped 1 video today and 2 videos yesterday, man. Go check them out. Watch the videos for your boy. It really helps the channel. You know what I'm saying? We just hit 1,000 subscribers not too long ago. Thank y'all for that. We also hit 3,000 watch hours, so we hit another milestone. You know what I'm talking about? We turn it up, man. I appreciate y'all. We have 1 more milestone to hit, which is 4,000 watch time mark. So please go watch the videos. When you watch the stream, make sure you like it. Go watch the videos. That watch time really helps. Watch all my videos, especially if you enjoy it. You know, that's a free way to help me out. You know what I'm saying? If you do want to throw some more extra to the channel, you know what I'm talking about, check out the Cash App. We added the big logo right there, so you can't say you don't see it right there, man. It's twirling around. Cash App, #PGNGM. If you want to show some extra love to the channel, man, it helps to keep everything circulating and keep the lights on and keep everything pumping how it is, man. I can keep bringing y'all the boxing entertainment and news that y'all love to hear from your boy. You know what I'm saying? Genuine, unbiased, unfiltered, funny, raw, and educated takes, man. So I appreciate y'all rocking me as always, man. I love y'all for real. Remember, with God we can do anything. Without God we are nothing. So y'all be easy. Take care. Peace. The doctor's out. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.